Internet, KP8 to you.
Okay then, that concludes our informal session, so I will call if there's any check-ins or just go ahead. Nothing heard. So this is KD8JCY. I would like to thank all stations for checking in tonight and participating in this net. I will now close the net and return the repeater to regular amateur radio use. The next Portage County Communications Unit net will be in 2 weeks on the Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m., 1900 hours, local time. This is KD8JCY. The net is now closed. Out.
QRZ, PCARS net in 5 minutes. This is WB8LCD. Greetings. This is WB8LCD. My name's Tom. Welcome to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Incorporated, PCARS, Thursday night 2-meter net, here on the K8IV repeater system. I'll be using the club call K8BF for the net. This repeater system also accepts inputs from Echolink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater receiver is located in Sugarbush Knolls using a PL tone of 118.8 plus Echolink through the K8BF-L link node. I'll be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into this net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS to check in. Stop by, say hello, everybody's welcome. PCARS meets the second Friday of each month at 7 p.m. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. The post is located at 1945 Mogador Road. We look forward to seeing you there. The PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet at the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I will be pausing and asking for Echolink check-ins since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your call sign, name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout. And first we're going to take Echolink check-ins and only Echolink. So I'm going to start out with Karen, WD8BIW. Good evening, Karen. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, this is Karen, WB8BIW in Uniontown. I'm doing pretty good. Just want to say hi to everybody. And I'm just sitting here listening to the wind howling. And getting ready for this weekend, with the wind, the rain, the snow, the sleet, whatever else they can come up with. So tell everybody to take care this weekend, stay in, stay warm. And that's about all I have. And back to the net.
All right, Karen. Well, thank you for being our first Echolink check-in for tonight. Appreciate you being out there and giving us that good advice to stay warm. And now we'll go down the list a little bit further, and it gets warmer as we go. WB8OVQ. Bob, good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Well, same thing. I'm just on the couch here under a blanket trying to keep warm. So I'm just going to make it real short and say back to the net and hello, everyone.
All right, we appreciate that, Bob. And I can relate to crashing on the couch and sitting under a blanket. Darn, every time I do that, I fall asleep. And then I miss things. So not doing that tonight. All right, up to Gary, WB2RPW in, I know it's New Jersey. Fill me in on that, Gary. Over to you.
WB2RPW, Gary in Eatontown, New Jersey. Very good evening to everybody on the net. Good evening, Tom. Not much going on here. It's about 39 degrees, and with the wind, the feels-like temperature is about 19, and they expect that to be about 11 o'clock tonight, but it's really cold, and I think the feel-like temperature is about 19 degrees. It's supposed to rain and do all kinds of stuff, so we're probably going to have some sloppy weather like you guys. Other than that, just filling out some government forms today for some more benefits and some other stuff, and getting some doctor's letters together. Not much going in the group, WB2RGW.
Hey, Gary. Well, hey, good deal on there in Eatontown. I knew I could bring it up, but after having Bob and Karen both from Uniontown, it just threw me off, all those towns. But good to hear you out there tonight. And I just looked, it's about 26 degrees here right now, which is headed down, and it's probably going to be down for a couple of days. So we've got Freeze Your Acorns off this weekend, and probably going to be a good weekend to do that. So appreciate you checking in, Gary. And next up on the Echolink list, we've got W8KFW. Carl, over to you, sir.
All righty, W8KFW, Carl, Ravenna Township. Yeah, this weekend, freeze your acorns off. Looking forward to it. I think I'm going to keep my acorns at home. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. If I do go, I'll be bringing my crock pot full of chili so I can keep warm. And that's really about it over here. Everybody have a good afternoon, good evening. Throw an extra blanket on the bed, and everybody have a good night. W8KFW.
All right, Carl. Well, I was kind of caught off guard by your interest, or by your comment that you might just leave the acorns at home. Mine kind of hang with me all the time, so wherever I go, there I am. All right, we'll leave that at that, but appreciate everybody out there on Echolink checking in, and I'll be watching the screen here in case any further Echolink check-ins come on board. But to just reiterate that fact, Freeze Your Acorns Off is Saturday at Fred Fuller Park in Kent. We want as many of you to come out and set up a QRP station somewhere in the park and make some contacts. We also have the Fred Fuller house rented so that we have a warm place to come into and warm up. Shelter house, that was the word I was looking for. And there will be plenty of good food in there, I'm sure, including Carl's chili. And I'll be making some Dutch oven peach cobbler, and I've got enough to make a couple of batches, so we'll see how it goes. But it should be a nice chilly morning out there. On a warmer note, on the 5th of March, there will be Skywarn training at the Portage County EMA. That starts at 7 p.m., and we'd like as many people as possible to come out and get trained for Skywarn so that you know how to participate in that program. All right, and that brings us, like I said, to the end of the list as far as Echolink check-ins go. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of local check-ins here, and then we'll come back for comments. So if you'd like to be the next one on the list, please call K8BF now.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango, Quebec, Romeo, KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
KE8TQR, Keith from Uniontown. Hey, we got you in there, and I was about to bang my mic on the desk here just to see if things was still working. That was more crickets than I've heard in a long time. Next check-in, please.
WCK Rick in Shalersville.
Oscar Bravo Alpha, Ken in Ravenna.
All right, I got KD8, WCK, Rick in Shalersville, and then 8OBA in Ravenna. What's your prefix, Ken?
Kilo Delta, Oscar Bravo L.
I got K8OBA. All right, well, hey, that gives us 3. We'll get started. We'll go ahead and take your comments, and then maybe some other folks will realize we're out here and get the radios going and be ready to check in. So, Keith, K8TQR, over to you, sir.
K8BF, this is K8TQR. Good evening, Tom. Good evening. I had a laugh there, Tom. I was waiting for somebody to key up and put their call sign out there. Nobody was. I just said, well, I better throw mine out there. So luckily there wasn't any collision, but yeah, here I am. Quiet day here at the QTH. It wasn't our normal Thursday. The wife was feeling a little under the weather, so she didn't want to go out, but I did. So I went out, got us some lunch, and brought it back, and she enjoyed that. Been down here in the shack for the rest of the day. Did some stuff on the computer, had some emails to send out. Spent a little bit of time over there on DX Engineering, looking at some things there. I didn't see anything I couldn't live without, so I didn't buy anything. And just making the rounds of a couple nets tonight and just checking in. So thought I'd come in here and say hi to everybody. Hopefully everyone had a terrific Thursday and looking forward to a fabulous Friday. Yeah, whatever weather we got coming in, we need to stay on the warm side of the door. We'll have a little bit of blowing snow over here, but nothing looks like it's going to be too bad. The temperature is going to drop down, and from what I can see, the long-range forecast, they're going to zip right on back up. So anyway, it's Ohio, it's winter, and it's going to be a while before we see them summer days. With that, I'll send it back over to you, Tom, at Net Control, and thanks for running the net tonight. Like I said, just wish everyone a great evening. And this is K8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
All right, Keith, appreciate that, and appreciate you checking in here tonight, especially when I was beginning to wonder if we were going to have a net. Next up, Rick, K8WCK, over to you, sir.
K8BF and the net. Good to hear you, Tom, and thank you for putting on the show for us tonight. I spent a little time today tracking down serial numbers on my garden tractor. It needs to have some work done, and so I think I got all the serial numbers, model numbers, issue numbers, release numbers that I need to see if we can get somebody who knows how to fix it better than I to fix it better than I. I hope everybody will keep Tuesday, April 29th in mind. That's the 5th Tuesday SIG, and we have a tentative replay for kids session. It's not locked into place yet, but that's what we're planning to do. We'll probably set up at 4 and work anytime from 5 o'clock or so until 9, give people a chance to come in. The replay folks seem to really enjoy our offer of help, and we always have fun. So keep that on your calendar, penciled in, and as I get things tied down a little bit better, we will get it into the newsletter, and everybody can know for sure. Thanks again, Tom. Back to Net Control. This is K8WCK.
All right, Rick. Hey, we appreciate that, and appreciate you putting together these outings with Replay for Kids, because that's something good we can do, and it's kind of up our alley, so it just makes a lot of sense. All right, Ken, K8OBA, over to you, and how you doing there tonight?
Well, Tom, we're doing fine. Everything's good so far. Just a touch of I don't know whether it's a cold or just a sinus thing there, but, well, we should be over that pretty soon, hopefully. So I hope everybody has a good night there. Everybody take care. Catch you later on. Back over to you, K8OBA.
All right, Ken. Well, hey, I hope you shake that bug real quick, because there's a couple of nasty bugs out there. There's some real nasty ones, and there's also some that are just, like a cold, and some of them are like a cold sinus flu that just doesn't go away for, 8 to 10 days. So I hope you recover very quickly from that and don't get put down for too long. So appreciate you checking in tonight, and that brings us to the end of our first short list of check-ins. And I do feel obligated to make a public service announcement here. With myself and Jenny in the log, we've got 9, and nobody has yet mentioned that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And I hope some of you guys have not forgot about that. But hey, there's still time to get something put together for tomorrow evening, and I wish everybody good luck with that. Do what you got to do. Keep the peace and have a good time at the same time. So this is K8BF, and this is the PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net. If you've not yet checked in, now would be a good time to do it. Please call K8BF now.
AC8QG, Nick in Stowe.
AC8QG, Nick, I've got you there from Stowe. Next check-in, please.
88FQ, Ben in Stowe.
88FQ. Ben, I've got you there. Next check-in.
N8QE, Bob in Talmadge.
In Mosley.
All right, I've got N8QE, Bob from Manaway. And then I've got KP4. Mike, I didn't hear the last part of that. Give me your suffix.
Zulu, Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu, Mike from Manaway.
Yeah, the Victor Zulu just escaped me for whatever reason, but we got you there from Manaway. Next check-in, please.
Alpha Delta 8, India Romeo, Agnes in Stowe.
Agnes, Alpha Delta 8, India Romeo. Got you there from Stowe. Thank you for checking in. Next check-in, please.
Kilo 8, Charlie, Alpha Victor, Rick in Hiram.
K8CAV, Rick from Hiram, and was listening to your training a little bit earlier, and that was very good. So I'm going to cut it off here and go back to the top again, and we'll take your comments. Nick, AC8QG, good to hear you on tonight. What's going on there in Stowe?
Well, good evening, everybody. I don't know what's going on in Stowe, but in my house right now, it's just the usual chaos, I think. But I will say it's a good reminder from you, Tom, that everybody should do what you got to do when it comes to Valentine's Day, because the next day is Freeze Your Acorns Off, which I'm looking forward to. So, we want everybody to be able to participate and be supported by any significant others as needed on that front. So I'll do my part, and I hope everybody else will do their part, and we'll have a good time on Saturday, so looking forward to that. With that, I'll turn it back to that. This is AC8QG. I'm clear and listening.
All right, Nick, good to hear you on the net here. And to any other stations that are at that same location, you might comment on the usual chaos that's going on. Let's see here, 88FQ. Ben, good evening. How you doing tonight?
Good evening to everyone on the net. I'm doing pretty good. Just got back from karate. A lot of punching and kicking. Kicking and punching, that actually the order is. And then counters. I don't know how to explain this. Anyway, 88FQ, back to net.
All right. Well, apparently you had to go both ways because of all the chaos going on there. So we'll take that for this evening. And go down the list here to Bob, N8QE in Talmadge. Good evening, Bob. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, good evening to you, Tom, and everybody on the net. It was a nice meeting on Monday there at the PCARS in Kent. Looking forward to Freeze Your Acorns Off on Saturday. Got the radio ready to go, and got to get all the good stuff together. But should be fun. just hope the weather kind of clears up a little bit. And I want to thank Rick, K8CAV, for yesterday's really fun 80-meter FlexNet. That was one of the best FlexNets we've had. And Rick does a great job as net control, and we had just a lot of check-ins, and everybody had outstanding signals, so it was a lot of fun. All right, look forward to seeing you on Saturday, Tom, and AQE. Back to you.
All right, Bob. Good comments there. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there on Saturday. I hope you all can come out, and be good to see you there. Mike, KP4, Victor Zulu, over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. We're just having fun with FT8. Have been real good this week. Also planning to be there Saturday, and like last year, I will get there early so I can get the spot that Bob liked, but this time I'm going to get it before him. So, Bob, I'll be there before you. Okay, so see you on Saturday. This is Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu.
All right. Nothing like a little friendly competition even before the competition starts. There was friendly competition, right, Mike?
Look, you start having fun.
All right. I just want to make sure, if there's something going on here, I'll step in the middle, but it doesn't sound like I need to. All right, good deal. Appreciate you checking in, Mike. Good to hear from you. And now we're down to Agnes, 88 India Romeo. Good evening. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I also just got back from karate, like Ben. Been working a lot towards thinking of things for my Eagle project, have all of my merit badges at this point, so trying to work towards that. And looking forward to freezing acorns off this Saturday and definitely making some sort of tasty dish.
All right. And Jennifer woke up and said to tell you hi, Agnes. She hasn't commented on anyone else, so you win the prize on that one. All right, and then finally up here we've got Rick, K8CAV. Good to have dinner with you the other night there, Rick. In fact, I think I owe you one, but I'll turn it over to you.
Very good evening to everyone on the net this evening. Just another cold winter day here. This has just been, given all of the really nice winters we've had for the past 4 or 5 years or thereabouts. This has just been hard to take, but I guess it's more normal than the other ones, where I'll just have to learn how to do that. Hope everybody has a good evening, staying warm, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Back to net, K8CAV.
All right, Rick. Yeah, I'm with you on that. The last couple of years have been, better than normal, and this one isn't really horrible. I mean, it's rare that we don't see the ground too much between New Year's and February 13th, but it's not horrible. So we'll tough it out, and whether it's 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever, good weather is coming, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, that brings us to the end of the list here, and I'll just repeat the announcements that Freeze Your Acorns Off is on Saturday. Hope to see you out at Fred Fuller Park. The 5th of March is Skywarn training out at the Portage County EMA. And April 29th is the 5th Tuesday coming up. And hopefully we're going to have a Replay for Kids program going again. And I'll agree with Rick on that. We always seem to have a good time, and there's always some interesting things for people to work on. So it's always nice when someone gets something done and it works, and it's put back into the useful pile for the kids. And I know they appreciate it too. So it's a win-win for everybody. Hope you can save that day for the event. All right, this is K8BF, and this is the PCARS Thursday Night 2-Meter Net here on the K8IV repeater. Yeah, that's right. K8BF net on K8IV repeater. And about Freeze Your Acorns Off, and I want to remind everybody that our club call sign, K8BF, stands for Kilo 8 Big Fun. So don't let that get away from us, no matter what we're doing. we want to have fun doing it, and there's no reason not to. So, if you've not yet checked into the net, please call K8BF now.
K8TOA.
K8TOA. Greg, we gotcha from wherever you are. And next check-in, please.
November Romeo 8 Whiskey. Russ in Edinburgh Township. I'll be in and out, Tom.
NR8W. Russ, we've got you in and out, and I've not heard, but I know Nancy's having some issues, and I hope you guys get through that real soon. But appreciate you checking in here tonight. Next check-in, please. W8KNO. Joe in Hiram. We got you down, and we'll come back to you in a minute. Next check-in, please.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8PTW, Philip in Twinsburg.
K8PPW, we got you there, Phil, from Twinsburg. And just get a couple more here on the list, and then we'll come back. Next check-in, please. Check-in, please call K8BF.
WD8DAU, Dan in Suffield.
WD8DAU. Dan, we got you there from Suffield. Thank you. One more out there. We'll take this and then go back up to the top. One more. Come on, you're out there. Give me a call. This is K8BF.
This is Paul, KE8EGF in Ravenna Township. Over.
KE8EGF. Paul, I knew you were out there. Thank you for checking in. And we'll come back and some comments in a second here. But right now I'm going back up to the top to Greg, K8TOA.
Okay. K8BF K88TOA at home in Bainbridge with blowing snow, and I think maybe we might have a half an inch of snow out there. It started, I don't know, 4 hours ago or whatever. But anyways, cold day out there, but I didn't have to go out, so it didn't matter to me. Well, let's see what's going on. Thanks for running the net tonight, Tom. Doing a great job as usual. And it seems like you're collecting a lot of people for the log, which is great. And I don't have much else going on here. I will try to stop by for Freeze Your Acorns Off. There's no guarantee, but we'll see what happens with that. I am very sorry I missed the net last night, the FlexNet. I was looking forward to that, and it just, it was sort of a long day at the hospital, so we're just going to leave it at that. But my brother was moved to a regular room out of ICU, so this morning. So that's good news there. So with that, I'm going to say 73s to everybody. Stay warm and stay safe. KBF, KA8TOA.
Greg, thanks for stopping by tonight. Next up is W8KNO. Joe, good evening, Joe.
I, too, am sorry I missed the FlexNet last night. But when I read the newsletter, I went back and checked it. It said FlexNet. And I got February 14th. So I missed the net. But it's a good one. And you're talking about Freeze Your Acorns Off. Remember the first one we had?
right, Joe. Well, hey, you dropped in and out a little bit there, but I think we got the gist of what was going on. And like you, I was just going to comment on that this is the 20th anniversary of the very first PCARS event that we ever had, other than our first meeting. So it's the 20th, I believe, and it should be a lot of fun. And that first one, that was a cold, bitter day, and I still got pictures of that. I'll toss some of those in for the newsletters to kind of contrast between the first year and the 20th year. And several of the same people were there. Unfortunately, several of the people are no longer with us, so we want to remember them. But it was a good time. We all had a good time out there. So appreciate you checking in here tonight, Joe, and stay warm up there in Hiram. All right, next up on the list is K8BF Phil. Good evening.
K8BF, this is Kilo 8 Papa Juliet with the K8BJW. Need to correct that in your log. So good to hear everyone tonight. Yeah, I too enjoyed the meeting on Monday. It was very interesting what he had to say about Aries and the things. So hopefully something will come out of that. And the rest of the week's been pretty good. The X-Whale and I are preparing for a little jaunt over the weekend, and so unfortunately we won't be in the area for this Saturday's event. So I'm sorry to miss that. But I'll certainly come to the next POTA or whatever comes along. So it's kind of snow showering right now here in Twinsburg. We're supposed to get about 1.5 inch total at the end, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be too bad. And we should be able to get out of it pretty well tomorrow. So with that, I'll hand it back to you, Tom. Everyone have a great weekend. This is K8BJW. Back to the net.
All right, and hey, I knew that. K8BJW, Phil, I got that corrected. I don't know how I missed that, but we got it. And, yeah, I hope you guys get away. My wife and I had a little getaway planned a couple weekends ago. And first our dog sitter got sick, and then I got sick, and we ended up staying home and doing nothing. So I wish you better luck than we had. All right, Dan, WD8DAU down in Suffield. Good evening, Dan. How are you doing tonight?
Doing real well. Thanks for the check-in. And we're going to be there Saturday also participating. And back to net, WD8DAU.
All right, good deal. Appreciate hearing from you, and we'll look for you out there. And next up here is KE8EGF, Paul, Ravenna Township. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, this is KE8EGF. Radio-wise, I guess I'm looking at a 2-meter 440 antenna to put up on my chimney. A lot of times I'll just go out to the truck, or I have a tripod that I put the 2-meter on, so these cold weather nights are getting to me. Don't like going out to the truck and heating it up, so I'm thinking when the weather warms up a little bit, I'm going to be putting one of those up on the chimney. Radio-wise, I just logged on and recorded my campsite, or got that set up for the Hamfest, so that's not too far off. So I guess I'm ready to go down there this year and enjoy the 2025 Hamfest in Dayton. That's about all I got. Nice to hear everybody on the net, and I'll turn it back to Net Control. This is KE8EGF out.
All right, Paul. Well, hey, I'm glad to hear that you're going to be down at Hamvention, and certainly want to look us up when you're down there. I'm sure we'll find you someplace or another. Have you been to Hamvention before?
Yeah, I've been down there several years. The past 2 or 3. Last year we just popped in. We were on our way to Georgia, but just popped in last year. But a couple of years before that, got a campsite that I get at the John Byram campgrounds, pretty close there, and do a little camping and enjoy the Hamvention. This is back to net.
All right, good deal. Yeah, I just couldn't remember if you had been there or not, but it will prompt me to remind everybody that Hamvention is coming up. Get your reservations made, whether it be a hotel or a campground or some friend that you know that lives close by. Things start filling up pretty fast over there, and it's probably the best time in ham radio one of the best times in ham radio you'll have. It's just a real unique situation, an opportunity to see it all in one place, in one weekend. There's nothing that beats it. So I will look forward to seeing each and every one of you there. And this is K8BF, and this is the PCARS Thursday Night 2-Meter Net. I'm Tom, WB8LCD, Net Control, and looking for more check-ins. So if you're out there and have not yet checked in, please call K8BF now. While we're waiting, anybody got something to say that they forgot to say the first time, or something that they thought of when someone else made a comment, something that you read in a book today, any kind of comments, call K8BF now.
K8WCK for a recheck.
Yep, K8WCK, go ahead.
Thanks, Tom. I just wanted to reiterate how much fun FlexNet was Wednesday night. The band was cooperative for all of our near vertical antennas, and everybody was pretty much 5'9" to everybody else. We had stations from Burton and Talmadge and Rootstown and Ravenna and Kent and Hiram, of course. And it was a blast. And I got to plug a microphone into my radio. I didn't even know that it would work with a microphone. I always do digital. So that was fun, too. So watch the calendar and keep your eyes open for it. We always have a good time. And I've got a stack of cards here to go into the Squirrel Bureau box at the club. I'm working on my Worked All PCARS Award. It's a distant dream, but I still got some cards to go in the box. So there we go. Back to net. This is K8WCK.
All right, Rick, thanks for that. And I'm beginning to feel a little bit guilty. I was pondering getting on the net last night, but as I think I alluded to earlier, I sat down on the couch and had a cover over my lap and a dog on top of the cover. I fell asleep, so I missed it, and I'm sorry for that. All right, anyone else out there anywhere that would like to check into the PCARS net, please call K8BF now. Rechecks? Hearing nothing else, I'll go ahead and close this net. I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time to check in. Your participation is very much appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank the K8IV repeater owner for allowing us to use this repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 7-3 to everybody. K8BF is clear. And this is Tom, WB8LCD. I am also clear. 7-3.